As you already know, this is a generative type of application where we enter patterns into a grid and we start those patterns generating. It's based on only 4 simple rules for controlling that grid. So let's take a look at what we're going to end up with at the end of all this. Now, you already know our whole focus for this project is just to use HTML, a little JavaScript, and a little CSS to enable this whole application within the browser. Opening up our index.html file, what we end up with is a grid. And that grid below it has 3 buttons: the Start button, the Clear button, and the Random button. Now at any time, I can go to the grid and I can click on cells, turning them on, turning them alive, and I can click Start, which begins generating the game of life. I can also clear the grid, or I can click on the Random button to populate the grid with a random set of cells. Then clicking on Start, again I start the game of life generating. Now while the game's running, I of course can click at any time, which will affect the computation. Or I can entirely pause the game and then enter in cells into the game of life, allowing me to enter configuration of cells. I can then continue the game to continue the generation of the game of life.